explosions, loud explosions. That's my belief. I've spoken to too many people that have heard explosions and then dirty water. You know, if you explode something, the dirt will mix with the water. When it comes, it will come in black. Thousands of houses that are still empty, and the reason is because people were taken away and they were put all over the country in faraway places, and then they set up barriers so these people could not come back. All kinds of barriers. Most people cannot afford to come back. There are no allowances for the government to assist people to coming back. So consequently, you see lots of houses like this. You see the houses like this. Here's a situation where you have grass like this. There's an ordinance. If you let your grass stay like this for a certain amount of time, they charge you maybe a couple of $100 a day, and pretty soon the people will lose their property because they're not here and able to cut the grass on their property. This sort of thing allows them to change the political realities of the city. New Orleans was predominantly a Democratic region, but the shift of balance of the political situation has to do with the number of people. And so many people are away now and have not returned. So it's a way of shifting the political balance, so to speak. A lot of people did not like the fact that New Orleans was a predominantly black city. And a lot of people wanted the new city to be less black than before.
There's a pancart for Obama.
Yes, yes. I see the plant has grown. A lot of these open spaces are because houses were actually washed away. There hasn't been any official attempt to find out how many people are missing. I don't know of one. And where they are, I would like to see all of these questions answered. I would think the city would be concerned about its citizens. And we can drive for miles. Oh, there's a car behind you, Joe. As you can see, this house is not too badly damaged. You would have thought that the people would have come back and repaired their house. This house as well. It's typical of thousands of houses that people should have been able to come back and make repairs and live in their house once again. But some of the methods of keeping people not able to repair their house is the government would say, well, you get a loan, you repair your house, and once you repaired it, then we will give you some monies. But most people don't have that kind of money to do that. There's another. It's not too badly hurt. The owner should have been able to return and make repairs, but no. Another vacant lot. Every now and then we still hear a report where they find a dead body in a house. And this is 4 years after, too. You would not expect to be at this state of disrepair. Almost all of the work that has been done has been through a series of volunteers. These volunteers come into the city and they offer themselves and they work for the people for nothing. So most progress that you see has not been because of governmental involvement. It's been because of volunteerism, people coming from various states, quite often religious type communities. Every one of these houses has a story. Every one. There are millions of stories. All this, when you go down here on the left and the right, you will see nothing but houses. This house, that house could have been repaired very easily, very quickly. Oh look, stop for a moment, please. Back up if you would. You can see the water line. See the water line?
Yeah.
That line, that horizontal line. You see it? Mm-hmm. Now actually the water goes higher, but it comes down and it stays right there. So the line that you see is not where the water actually went, but it stayed there for a period of time. That's the water line. The fines will build up, maybe $300 or $400 a day. And eventually you can't pay the fine, someone else can pay the fine, and they become the owners of your property. Excuse me. Yes, all of these were houses. Excuse me. Yeah, this one's just falling apart. And the sad thing about it is, a lot of people who are investors are coming through, and you know, they have money, they have wherewithal, and a lot of them will be buying properties. You know, they are investors and speculators, and so they're actually benefiting from other people's misery. Excuse me. You know, worse than, say for instance, worse than not helping the people, you know, to actually make it difficult. That is sinful, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you don't help, but then when you make it difficult for people to get things done, it's really sad. Now, my mother died maybe 3 years ago, and I'm glad she did, because she lived in this house and she was confined to the bed. And had my mother still been living, she would have died in this house, because she was an invalid and she would have drowned in her bed. So, you know, when she died, it was very good. But this used to be in my family, this house.
Joe, let me out of here.
Your car go down, Joe.